These gingerbread lotion bars are super easy to make and you only need a few ingredients. So let's get straight into it. To start, we'll need a butter. This is what makes our gingerbread bars creamy and moisturizing. For dry and irritated skin, I'd recommend using African shea butter, as it has natural regenerative properties and it has a really soft and nourishing texture. Mango butter would also work well for lightweight and non-greasy gingerbread bars. But because we're doing this last minute, I'm going to use cocoa butter, as it's widely available. Cocoa butter is what gives chocolate its beautiful texture and smell. And because it's edible, you can actually find this in some supermarkets. Now, to make a really good lotion bar, you can't skip this step. Even though butters are solid at room temperature, you'll still need to use a wax or the gingerbread bars will fall apart too easily. Adding wax will slow down how fast the bars will melt, making it easier to spread over your skin. Beeswax is the most well-known, but you can use Candelier wax, soy wax, almond wax. This is a super flexible recipe, so just use what you have available. Next up, regular old cooking oil. Well, not actually old oil, please make sure it's still in date. You can use olive oil, sunflower oil, canola oil. They will of course look and feel different on the skin, but they're all effective moisturizers. My pick would be MCT oil because it's actually one of the lightest and non-greasy cooking oils that you can use in cosmetics. Plus it's all the rage at the moment, so it's pretty easy to find in stores. Once you've got everything combined, next we need to melt our ingredients. And if you're working with natural butters, it's always best to use indirect heat like a double boiler or bain-marie, so you don't end up with grainy or uneven bars. Now, I didn't have a large enough container to fit both recipes, so wait, what's in that second container? So this recipe is perfect for family and friends, but it is made out of ingredients that you can find lying around your home. For a more professional formula with all the bells and whistles, you can ship it halfway around the world and back, then I'd recommend the formula from goodformulations.com. It does have more ingredients, but if you want to make something extra special, use the code FESTIVE15 to get 15% off their gingerbread lotion bar formula until the end of the year. Now that everything's melted, we can really have some fun. To make the gingerbread part, start by peeling and chopping ginger. Crack some cardamom pods, cinnamon sticks, star anise, and then lightly toast in a dry pan. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Yeah, we're just going to use ginger essential oils. But you could add in some cinnamon or clove oils, or skip this step entirely if you don't have fragrances. To get that signature golden brown, the easiest thing to use are pigment powders or dyes. But let's say you don't have any of that because you're making this super last minute. Well, to stick to our cooking theme, you could actually use food coloring. Seriously, it'll work. In fact, here's a sneak peek of me using it in NetSuite's DIY gift tutorial. I'm not going to use any coloring here just so you can see how well they turn out without it, but check the written recipe below for more information on that. To get that iconic Gingerbread Man shape, I've come up with two methods. Don't worry, both are easy. If you can get a hold of a silicone gingerbread mold, they're pretty common for making soaps or chocolates, then all you'd need to do is to pour the mixture straight in. If however you don't have these, you can actually use a shallow baking tray. Pour the mixture in, let it set, and then use a regular gingerbread cookie cutter to manually cut out the shapes. You'll end up having a lot of lotion bar left over, so just make sure to melt down the scraps and repeat the process. This recipe also takes a while to set, so you can either refrigerate the gingerbread bars until they're set or leave them out at room temperature overnight. Once the bars are completely firm, they should just pop right out of the molds. I also made these little miniature gingerbread bars because, well, just look how cute they are. Your mileage will vary depending on what molds you use, but this 200-gram mixture was able to produce about 2 full-size gingerbread bars and 2 mini bars. With just 3 ingredients, you can make something truly unique that applies beautifully and leaves the skin soft and supple. As always, the full DIY recipes are available at WholeElise.com. And make sure to click the link in the description box below to learn more about goodformulations.com. Happy holidays!